All right, I wanted to film a before you begin video about 80 Day Obsession because I love this program. I mean, I'm getting ready to do a second round. I have better results than I've ever had from any program, so I'm, super psyched about what this can do for your body. But on the other hand, as your coach, it's so important to me that you feel comfortable with what you're doing, that you're not too frustrated, that you are seeing success, but also that you're getting started with the right information, because I don't want to sugarcoat things or like not tell you exactly what to expect. So I guess that's what this video is about, exactly what to expect when you embark on 80 Day Obsession. And the first thing that I'll tell you is, since you're doing 80 Day Obsession on Beachbody On Demand, I think for anyone who is starting this program, I did this as well, that you should start with a little bit obsessed. So that's the workouts. I think there's only 5 of them leading up to the main program, and they're all 30 minutes long. So it's a little bit less intense, and it gives you a good taste of what you'd expect in the regular workouts. So if you get through the week of a little bit obsessed, you'll know, okay, I think my body is ready for the challenge of the full 80 days. So while you're waiting on your kit to arrive in the mail, you can start a little bit obsessed through your Beachbody On Demand login right away. And if you don't have bands or slides yet, use paper plates. You can do every move without the bands as well. So you can get going on that immediately. Now, the bands do tend to roll. It takes a good week of doing each move and doing the exercises before you find like the sweet spot on your legs or on your ankles, the placement of where the bands stay the best for your body. So for the first week, I was frustrated with the bands rolling and figuring out how to keep them in place and figuring out, where to put them that was best for, the size and shape of my legs and body. So if your bands are rolling and that's frustrating in the beginning, I want you to know that that is extremely normal, and as time goes on, you're going to figure out where to put them to get them to stay in place. And also the bands will sort of start to stretch and fit your body, so they'll just on their own, the more you use them, become more stable, which is really great. So initially that frustration of the bands rolling and figuring out what to do with them, that will subside. And it's like doing anything new, right? Most of us probably haven't worked out with bands. So whether we were doing 80 Day Obsession or a beginner program with bands, the bands are going to be a new way of working out that we have to get used to and adjust to. And there's always, a period of time where you're a little bit frustrated learning something new. Totally normal. All right, there is a modifier in the program. Unlike other programs like 21 Day Fix, they don't do a fantastic job of keeping the camera on the modifier. And truly, because it's meant to be more of an intermediate program, the modifier does a lot of the full workout with Autumn. So here's what I would say if you need to modify. First off, it's always okay to pause. I can't tell you how many times I hit the space bar on my computer or pause right on my TV, and I take the time to get the movement right. Hi, I'm so glad you are watching. So it's always okay to press pause. Always, always, always. In fact, one of the things I would do is I would, so say we're doing some kind of move with the bands, right? And Autumn's gonna do 15 reps of, I'll just make something up, going to the side, right? So I'll watch her do it, then I'll pause, and I'll do the round myself to give myself time to catch up, because it does get frustrating when a workout program moves fast and you feel like you're behind. So please press pause, finish what you're doing. It's okay to go slower. It's okay to make sure that you're doing the movement the right way rather than just trying to rush through it. So another way you can modify is by hitting pause, slowing down, removing the bands, going lighter in weights, and just kind of thinking through, okay, this is uncomfortable for me right now, so what can I do instead until I get stronger? If you miss a day, this question comes up a lot because it's an 80-day program, right? And I'm just going to tell you what I did from my perspective, okay? You've seen my results. Obviously, it worked for me. Now, I completed this program while working 2 jobs and moving across the country. So I know that anyone can do it. It's a longer program, but you can fit it in if it's important to you. However, that doesn't mean I didn't miss a few days. I think here and there, probably 5 or 6 days, I just didn't get the workout in. Now, I did not, for me personally, go back and make that up. So say I missed Saturday's workout, Sunday's an off day. On Monday, I didn't go back to Saturday's workout. I would just pick up with whatever's on Monday. I personally think that's okay. As long as you're not missing more than 2 days in a row, I would, instead of making the program even longer by making up every single workout, just move on to what would be coming next. Now, hopefully you're not making a habit of missing your workouts. Like I said, I missed 5 or 6 in 80 days. That's pretty darn good. So if you end up slipping up, don't get frustrated and feel like you have to go back and make everything up. Just pick up what the next day is supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. And that's totally your choice. If you want to go back and make up that day, you can. I didn't. I still got great results, but you have to do what works the best for you. I do want to talk about nutrition and the timed eating, because you're going to hear them talk about timed eating within the 80-Day Obsession program. And here's what I think. When you try and do too much, too fast, it makes you feel a little bit defeated. So if you start this program and you've gone from not working out much at all, or maybe doing some lighter workouts, and now you're committing to something more intense, if you commit to an hour workout that's 80 days, and you're trying to figure out time nutrition and eat perfectly, I think you're setting yourself up for failure. And this is just me, because I like to coach people from a realistic, everyday perspective of what can I maintain long term and still find enjoyment in my daily life. So for me, I did all of the workouts, but I did not do time nutrition the first round. Okay? I followed the workout routine, but I just ate healthy how I knew how to eat healthy. I didn't want to overwhelm myself with the eating program on top of the workouts, on top of a move, on top of 2 jobs. And I know a lot of you have similar life situations. So what I would tell you is start out the first month, say phase 1, I'm just committing to the workouts. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to make smart choices. But right now, I just want to commit to the workouts. I'm going to make sure I complete at least 5 of them a week. And then in phase 2, I'll start looking at more of the meal plan. This is just what I would suggest, understanding that my clients are mostly busy moms who want to, have a realistic everyday lifestyle that they can upkeep. Because what's the point of getting phenomenal results if you can't maintain them? Right? I don't want to do something short term that I can't keep up throughout the next several years of my life, because then I'm just seeing results that are going to go away, if that makes sense. So do phase 1, stick to the workouts, then try and weave in the nutrition. If timed eating is hard, or you're familiar with those portion cups because you've done the 21-day fix, or you've done another program utilizing those portion containers, then do eat according to the portions that are allotted based on your weight and your calorie intake, but don't worry about the time nutrition part just yet, okay? It'll come. And I think that's why too many people quit too early, is they don't give themselves enough grace in the beginning. Okay, I'm learning something new. I've never done this before. I am going to fail. I'm going to fail forward and figure it out as I go, but I'm not going to give up. So if you don't allow yourself the proper amount of grace and time to learn and make mistakes and keep going, then you will quit and get frustrated. So definitely give yourself lots of grace. And yeah, do the time nutrition part a little bit later. You can start learning about it. Absolutely eat healthy. Make sure 80%, 85% of your meal choices are whole foods, healthy, great for your body. But then weave in the other stuff later once you're comfortable with the workouts. And if you do start the workout program and you're like, you know what, I think I need to be, a little bit further along in my fitness journey before I tackle this, that's okay. The beautiful thing about Beachbody On Demand is there's so many programs for all different fitness levels. I would suggest starting with Clean Week, or doing Clean Week and then the regular 21-day fix with the modifier, and then building up to 80-Day Obsession if you're starting from ground zero. If you've already been working out a little bit, then I think you can jump into it. I think you should jump into it. I think you should lift a little bit lighter, pay attention to your body, go ahead and slow down and press pause. But in all cases, give yourself lots and lots of grace. So I'm really excited to do this, and I hope this video didn't make you nervous. I just wanted to give you some realistic expectations of what to look for and what you might be thinking and feeling along the way, because I know when I was doing the program, there were days where I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot do one more of these. Oh, you guys will see them. What are they called? They're insane. Russian something. And that was a move that I totally had to modify. My husband was like, you're not even doing what they're doing. I was like, I know, but I'm doing push-ups and that's something. Like, I will work up to that. So if you need any help, if you have any questions, please reach out. It's a great program, and I'm confident that everyone can do it. Just know that it's okay to stumble a little bit in the beginning, and if you keep at it, you will get stronger, and you will look back and say, oh my gosh, I could not do that 60 days ago, but now watch me do 15 of them, right? And that's like the goal. So please reach out if you have any questions. And I am creating I wonder if I can turn this around. I've created a album in our Loop Group page that I'll continue adding to. So if you were to go on the Photos tab and click Albums, I'm creating an 80-day obsession album. So if you're doing this program specifically and you want any advice or information on something from the program, you can come here and I'll be adding to this. So you'll see a description, like getting started, and then in the first comment below the description, where is it? Okay. What? Like, this was a better example. You'll see there's some nutritional information with a video. So that is there as well. And last thing, okay, don't forget to take your before and after or your before measurements. Definitely photos. Those like make the biggest difference. I didn't see myself losing a ton of pounds the first half of the program, but I totally saw a difference in my midsection, in the mirror, and in photos. So make sure that you are logging the beginning of your journey with picture evidence. And this is regardless of any program that you do. So, okay, that's it. I hope you guys have a great weekend.